Hi there and welcome back. Here, introducing the starting point for the next activities in the garden. Most of the raised beds are more or less done over the last days. There are still some areas that are fully covered with goatweed. I must say I am lucky again as my family comes to help me out here. But before they arrive, I need to give some fertilizer to the plants in my garden. For this, I use bitter salt, which is mainly containing magnesium, but also some other ingredients. It's supposed to help conifers to overcome the winter damage and propagate some new green foliage. I give every tree or bush a good handful, first starting with my hedge, but also not leaving out the lilac bushes. Here, returning back to the hedge. Then helping out the mountain pines, and continuing with the rest of the garden. This is already the second packet of the bitter salt, because this garden is huge and everyone wants their share. Now working in the back garden. I'm also giving a fair share to the berry bushes, and I'm also helping out the flowers in this very old flower bed. But here I'm using chicken poo, which is completely organic. To fertilize the tiny apple trees, I first have to remove the leaf remainings from last year. Doing that quickly. And we are ready to spread the fertilizer. I'm also using the chicken poo in here, because that has all the required ingredients. I got ready just on time. The next thing, my family arrived and my tech-savvy brother took a drone with him. So we gave it a go to fly over my land in order for me to have a better understanding where are the main damages, what needs improvement, what works well, what makes me the most happy and what makes me the most sad. As you can see, there are some areas where large portions of grass is missing. The ground is completely messed up, and this is the badger damage that I was already talking about in the previous video. Here we fly over the backyard with some very high trees, reaching up to 25 meters in height. Now moving on to the gorgeous beach area. This is a very open bay, and the water here is very clean and transparent. The color of the water is greenish blue, and together with the white sand, it makes a gorgeous sight. It's also very shallow, so it's a perfect place for the kids to play in the summertime, or go surfing, as there are very little rocks that are hidden below the water surface. The waterfront closest to my land covered with reed plant. I haven't removed it, as according to the neighbors, it is a good protection against the cold northern winds from the sea. There is also a tiny slope on my land. It starts when the reed plants end and continues all the way to the main road. Here I'm waving you from the center of my sun clock. This time it is a sunny day and you are actually able to say, what time is it? It must be 5 o'clock where we made the video. Next, flying over my raised beds where my mom is working with a goat breed, and then demonstrating the damage from the badgers. Oh, that definitely is not what makes me happy. But pretty much everything else does. So here almost all the family is together on the balcony. Even the cat. After my brother left, we went back to the garden with Mom and planted back the flowers that I had picked out the previous day. Next task was to plant some spring onions. We planted these onions on 3rd of May, and now 2 weeks later when I'm editing the video, they have already popped out the tiny little green heads from the ground. A tossy one. Some of them were also already tossy. And this is a time for the spring onions. Maybe we are a little late with these seeds because some of them are already tossy, but maybe some of them would still work, so let's put them down. In general, it was a lot of fun to work with my mother in the garden. When she gets going, she is going. Here, take a look how we are seeding the onions together. And this footage was actually filmed accidentally. My mom is still YouTube shy, but look at her gardening moves. I was so impressed I could not delete the footage. Also, the colors here are incredibly lively. My last task was to sow some beans and peas. So I started with the beans, and first I was very slow, working one bean at a time, putting it down, pressing it in, putting it down, pressing it in. But in the end, I got more efficient. I laid down the beans and then pushed them in one row. That made it so much more quicker. And I'm using ugly strawberry nets to protect the ground from all kinds of different birds or animals who may want to steal my beans and peas. Here doing the same with the peas, then giving everything a good shower, and we are almost done, at least for a day. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best and take care.